Sims, and we are back with more Code Realize Future Blessings. And in the last part, we finished everything else. We finished Finis's Path, so we are done, basically, with the game, except for Deli's room. So that's what we're going to do. I know when you click and jump, that's why I was scanning. I don't want the title screen to come up. The title song comes up if you're not moving on the screen for like more than like 2 seconds. It's crazy. But anyway, so we're going to go into Deli's room. I know that as soon as you click onto it, it starts opening, because I was like, what is this? And then I tried it when we, like, back in one of the original guys' paths, and I was like, no, I don't want it to start. So, anyway. I couldn't get out. I don't know. What? He's me. He's singing. No. Welcome, guest, to Deli's room. Here you will learn more about me. What? You startled me. When did you get here? Don't get me wrong. Just because I'm in charge of the bonus content doesn't mean I'm nervous or anything. Got it? Seriously, I'm not. What are you smiling at? Oh, whatever. Anyway, welcome and thanks for coming. The moment you've all been waiting for. Deli's room. Though it's a little embarrassing to call myself Deli. Anyway, this is where my most closely guarded secrets are revealed. From here on, as you progress through Code Realize Future Blessings, new chapters will be added, so we should have all of them, because, you know. Apparently, there's a total of 8 secrets to reveal, and I'm sure each and every one will demonstrate quite well my greatness. We should have all 8. Though, to be honest, even I'm not sure what you are about to see, but perhaps, no, I'm sure you'll see how great I am. Yes. Alright then, enjoy your time here to your heart's content. Ha 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 ha! We should have all 8, to be honest with you. Yep, we have all 8. Haha. Cool. So, here we go, part 1. Begin the story. Yes. Cool! So we could have been doing this intermittently, but, well, that would make sense, because there's 5 guys, and there's the 3 bonus stories, so yeah. A calm, brisk, sunny day. The corner room at the east side of the 2nd floor, and the room next to it. And there's the room on the aisle side of the 3rd floor. What would be the best way to go about this? I ponder the particulars of a certain task, mumbling to myself. Something troubling you, Spacey? Oh, Deli! Actually, I was just thinking about cleaning the mansion. Cleaning? That's right, cleaning. 7 people and 1 dog live here in Saint Germain's mansion. Regardless, there's a limit to how much of such a huge space we can actually use in our daily lives. Most rooms have been used for storage for quite some time, and then there are completely unused rooms. But still, dust piles up quickly if we don't clean them regularly. And since Saint Germain is letting us stay here, the least I can do is return that favor in ways like this. Putting my eagerness aside, Deli seems to be pondering something himself. Cleaning, Then nodding several times. And then I shall help you too. You may be surprised to hear that I'm quite good at cleaning myself. Really? That's the last thing I expected out of Deli. Of course, I have been in the Count's gracious hospitality as well, so it stands to reason that I should help clean. I insist. I shall prove myself useful. Deli shows a smile full of confidence. He may very well be an invaluable helper. All right, I'll gladly accept your offer then, Deli. Now let's split up and get this done. After we headed to our assigned places with cleaning supplies in hand, the rooms that have sat unused feel like I'm stepping into the distant past. Before I do anything, I should first open a window for some ventilation. Then I'll move things aside, do some dusting, and sweep the floors later. Generally, you'll want to start cleaning from top to bottom, leaving the floor for last. I faithfully follow Victor's cleaning procedures and continue working. Of course, Victor's the one who came up with the fucking cleaning procedures. Why did I not even... I should have just guessed that. I'm captivated at times by the art pieces here and there, but I make sure that my hand is constantly moving. Slowly but surely, the room begins to get cleaner. I wonder how Deli's doing. I mumble to myself as I wipe off the shelf. Spacey, I'm done in here. Where should I clean next? What? You're done already? There was a bunch of stuff in there, so it was a bit of a pain. But it's so clean you won't even recognize it. Deli sticks out his chest along with a big smile. It's hardly even been 10 minutes since we started. Deli must really be a pro at cleaning. He's a vampire, he probably moves fast. Meanwhile, I've just scratched the surface. What's wrong? Why the frown? Dilly, I have a favor to ask. Just as a reference, I'd like to take a look at the room you just cleaned, if you don't mind. Reference? Go right ahead. Behold firsthand my cleaning skills and despair. I give a big nod. Dilly must have learned some really incredible cleaning techniques. It's not clean at all. Spins around all the time. And so I enter the room that Dilly took care of. Wow, it really is spotless. I can't help but be impressed. What do you think? Perfect, right? A clear room without obstructions. Light from the window shines across the immaculate floor. Yes, it really is perfect. You're amazing, Deli. Don't I know it? Cleaning is a trivial task for the king of vampires himself. I cast my eyes around the room. This was originally a cluttered room containing a mountain of various things. But thanks to Deli, it really does look like an entirely different room. I can nitpick various points that could use a little more dusting, of course, but how did he manage to do it this quickly? Oh. Where's all the stuff? Something feels a little out of place as I look around, my glance falling back to an area I passed over. The closet in the corner of the room is rather, how do I put it, bursting at the seams. Deli? What's wrong? You said it's cleaned, but how did you do it? That's an odd question. There's no how to speak of, I simply cleaned. Yeah, room over there really came in handy in the process of getting rid of everything. Deli points at the conspicuously inflated closet. Everything. That would have been quite a bit. Deli, let's take out everything that you put away. Why? The room was cleaned to perfection. Perhaps there's some discrepancy in the concepts of cleaning and putting things away. In any case, we have to resolve this before the closet erupts with furniture. Too late. What was that? It's been making a creaking sound. Perhaps I didn't push all of it in hard enough. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll give it one more good push. Wait right there. Deli, it's dangerous if you get too close now. Whoa! I love the background music, can I just say? I fucking love the hoedown music, it's great. The moral of the story, cleaning involves more than sweeping everything under the rug. That's cute. Okay, so the Deli's room stuff are just like short little 10-minute things, so we should be able to get through all of them, so. Part 2, wake up. I like that they're just cute little sides, little snippets, you know what I mean? We don't need anything super long, you know what I mean? One day during breakfast, Deli must be sleeping in. There were a total of 6 people and 1 dog at the table this morning. As always, though, there were plates for 7 people and a dog. A good amount of time has passed since he came to this mansion. Perhaps finally beginning to open up, he's recently begun eating together with us. Lupin and the others welcomed his presence as well. God, I miss our boy so much. Tilly began to tell us his favorite foods and even started to make requests. Impey put his heart and soul into cooking. Van Helsing would try to help, and Deli would smile as we all tried to stop him. I'm sure that I'm not the only one who's noticed that our distance has been closing. In any event, his breakfast is going to get cold. I bet you're missing Deli too, right, Cece? As the breakfast table's representative, I decide to go check up on Deli. Oh my god, our breakfast delegate! I'm soon standing before the door to Deli's room. Deli, are you awake? After I knock, I put my ear to the door and see if I can make anything out. I don't hear his voice. I don't hear anything in particular. I wonder if there's something preventing him from waking up. Maybe he's not well and can't move. Deli, are you all right? I calm myself down and try once more. But still no response. Maybe something really did happen to him. Cece and I exchange looks and nod, and then I put my hand on the doorknob. Deli, sorry, but I'm coming in. Huh? Sunlight shines through the window, and atop the bed in a sunbeam is a single small hump. Did he just oversleep? I look closer to check his condition, and I see the blanket wrapped around him bob slightly along with the calm breathing sound of sleep. quietly step closer. Oh, we're getting a little CG. Oh, look, he looks so innocent. He doesn't look like a vampire king. He just looks like a little boy. Oh, you look so innocent when you sleep, Dilly. He's snoring. I'm not going to make that noise. I see Dilly's peaceful sleeping face. My anxieties about him being sick seem to have been a needless worry. That's good. I voiced my relief, but I came here to wake Dilly up. I feel a little guilty disturbing his peaceful rest, but instead of being like, Dilly! You should jump out of bed. Oh my god! What, are you awake? Dilly, it's morning. He still won't wake up, but he does give a slight response. Maybe a little more will wake him up. Dilly, your breakfast is ready. No good. What? No good? What's no good? You haven't trained nearly enough to replicate the proud cuisine of the vampires. He barely touches on the subject of food, but we're clearly not on the same wavelength. I suppose this is what they call half asleep. I wonder if he's cooking with Impe in his dream. Part of me wants to let him continue with his dream, but I don't want to keep the others waiting any longer. Dilly! Oh, Dilly! I want you to wake up. Everyone's waiting. Sorry, I'll make this snoring noise. I can't believe he still won't wake up after shaking him and calling his name so much. Throw the dog on him. Perhaps he's simply that at ease here, trusting us even through his sleep. I gently pet Spacey's head as he looks up at me questioningly. Nothing. I never could have imagined him to be like this when we first met. At first, when someone was around, he wouldn't even let them see him smile, let alone sleeping. He's snoring again. I'm not doing that again. Such a cute face when he's sleeping. He's no different from a normal child like this. A tranquil expression entirely unsuitable for words of revenge. In fact, perhaps this is the true Dilly. Spacey, keep quiet. Let's leave him be for now. Spacey tilts his little head at me and I pick him up in my arms. Spacey? Dilly? I quietly bring my ear closer, trying to make out his unclear voice. I wouldn't mind going to buy snacks with you again. Being with all of you. More fun things. Snores again. Aww, so cute. It's just sleep talk, but why don't we make plans again soon? I have fun when I'm with you too, Dilly. I can't be sure if he heard my response or not, but with his smiling face, I'm sure Dilly is having a pleasant dream right now. That's so cute. Looking back at him just once, Spacey and I quietly leave the room. Aww. Have a meal. Begin the story, of course. Good, no one's here. After checking that the dining hall's empty, I quietly enter. This is like sinister music. And I stare at the baked goods lined up atop the table. They're baked to perfection. So nicely shaped, too. Van Helsing made cookies and muffins that look indistinguishable from ones bought in a bakery. The sweet, enticing aroma almost makes me want to reach out and grab one. But I was tasked with a secret mission from Saint Germain in regards to these baked goods. Oh! Because she's like, Van Helsing made them. Ooh, and I'm like, wait, why are we sneaking them if Van Helsing made them? Dispose of the baked goods on the table without anyone noticing. Above all else, do not let Van Helsing himself see you, no matter what. Pray accomplish this task before any more harm befalls us. Oh my god. I fucking love this. I just love the little nuances in this game. Like, we're gonna die if we eat his cooking. It's just hilarious. Saint Germain wore a smile, as always, but there was an unusual air of urgency about him. According to him, these are supposedly hazardous substances. Apparently during tea time, Lupin, Victor, and Impe ate them, unaware that Van Helsing was their maker, and fainted. It seems a little hard to believe, but I must dispose of them before disaster strikes once more. If I treat them like hazardous materials, ideally I'll put them in something completely sealed. A bag would be nice. I look around, but I can't find anything suitable. I'll quickly go look for one. I mentally mark places in the mansion to check in my head and quickly rush out of the dining hall. Not a moment later. I'm kind of hungry, but dinner time is still a ways off. Spacey, this is all because you ran around without listening to me, your master. Sheesh, and you still have a room for more playing? And you still have room for more playing, Oh, such beautifully baked confectionaries. If it's sitting out here, then perhaps it's all right for me to eat one? That must be it, so I'm sure it'd be fine. And I don't mind if I do. This is gonna be great. Oh no, Deli died! Just as I had predicted, the disposal bags were with Victor's experiment tools. Now all I have to do is dispose of it. I returned to the dining hall. Spacey, what's wrong? Spacey rushes over to me and points to something with his nose. And there, what? Even from afar, I could tell that something was terribly wrong. Deli! The sinister music and all the drama music. Oh god, guys, this is great. I rush over to Deli, who lays collapsed on the floor with great haste. Deli, are you alright? No matter how much I call out to him, all I get in response are groans. What could have happened to him? He couldn't have. I come to a sudden realization and shoot a glance over to the tray of baked goods. But it's completely empty. And looking closer, the edges of Deli's mouth are covered in crumbs. Did he eat all of the hazardous materials that are capable of knocking out a full-grown adult in a single sugary blow? I know I'm being overdramatic because that just seems to be what we need in this. Deli, get a hold of yourself! Wake up! Did he wake up? Are you alright? Are you in pain? Deli only groans in response, and just when I think that all hope for him is lost. Those were amazing. Deli's eyes open wide and he quickly stands up again. He's as lively as ever. I'm shocked. I've never had confectionery so delicious. Oh, you're here too. Ah, blast. I should have saved some snacks for you too. And so in that tone, Deli nods to himself in reassurance, filled with energy. It sure doesn't look like he's on the verge of death. There aren't even any symptoms of food poisoning in the slightest. Deli, did you eat all of those snacks yourself? Well, my stomach was rumbling and I had a bit of a sweet tooth, and one thing led to another and I just couldn't help myself. I'm sorry for being so selfish. It's fine. Somehow I don't think anyone will be too upset about this. In fact, Saint Germain might be pleasantly surprised for the efficient disposal and offer his thanks. Anyway, which bakery did those come from? I'll go and buy some for myself next time. They weren't bought. In fact, Van Helsing made them by hand. What? That Van Helsing made them? I nod my head a few times in response. That fellow makes a surprisingly good muffin. In spite of myself, I almost see him in a different light. That's lovely to hear. No matter what the cause, anything that closes the distance between Van Helsing and Deli is a very welcome thing. However, to produce such deliciousness... Alright, I've decided. Loath as I am to admit it, I have no choice but to study under Van Helsing as his chef apprentice. I don't know why my brain was trying to read this as chief. And I was like, no, it's not a chief, it's chef. And I went, chef apprentice. I don't think that's a good idea. With that sort of reconciliation, the crew is going to collapse for good next time. I end up spending the rest of the day desperately trying to convince him otherwise. It's fucking great. I'm sorry, that was my favorite one. We need to get rid of... What does that say? Huh. Is that hose? I cannot have a meal too. Watering, shopping, future, clean, wake up, have a meal. What does that say? That's an H, but that's like an I. It's supposed to be an O, but that... I am That's like Akura? But like, I don't know. Holomakura? I have no idea what that says. Wow, that's really hard to read. Anyway, we'll figure it out. An afternoon day after a long rain, blessed by soft sunlight long absent, Deli and I go to the courtyard to prepare some flowers to decorate the mansion with. Happy for the opportunity to go outside, Cece runs all around the garden. Cece, no! Stop your running around. I'll have to wipe him down before we go back inside. So, Deli, are you getting used to handling them? Deli is having a staring contest with the flower, a serious expression on his face. It's quite a challenge. If I don't cut the stalks properly, it will wilt even before I can put it in the vase. And if I mess up, the part that I cut from won't grow back. It looks like he's having a tough time. Plants are delicate things. I had a hard time at first, too. I only started understanding how to interact with plants after Victor taught me. The ones I had planted in the corner of the flower bed when I started gardening are about to blossom. I've been looking forward to seeing that. But it's interesting. This mansion has fresh flowers all over. I've gotten so used to seeing them that there are times when I don't even notice. But interacting with them personally like this, even how I look at them completely changes. Nellie frowns and groans as if he tries to understand something he can't quite grasp. But his eyes are shining, and I can tell that he's having fun. It is strange. It feels like I'm starting to grow attached. Attachment! Yes, I see! You're right! Is that what it's supposed to say, attachment? That's not what it said. Deli seems convinced and begins to put more effort into picking flowers again. Unless it's the type of flower, I don't know. Just one more round of work, and then we'll take a break. What? A strong gust of wind blows, shaking the trees and flowers around us. Tree leaves and flower petals are quickly blown around. At that moment, my body stiffens from the ominous sound. What was that just now? What was that wind? If it wanted to blow suddenly, it should have given us prior notice. Spacey? What's wrong? You look pale. I'm fine. Yes, perfectly fine. Ignoring the fact that I just remembered that I'm a monster. Your cheek. I come to my senses and brush my cheek with the back of my hand. A dark, dirt-like smudge is transferred to my glove. Looks like a flower petal something hit me. It's fine. This happens often. I show a smile, trying to cover up my emotions. Telly's mouth opens and closes like there's something he wants to say, but eventually, there's no need to feel so down. What? It's fine. Not a single one of us is scared of you. Look, even Cece. He's brushing up against you so innocently. Everything Deli says is fact, and yet, even so, the fact that I'm a monster that takes away lives will never change. Until such time when poison no longer runs through my veins. All right. Sit right there. Huh? Just take a seat. Why so sudden? But for now, I do as he says, sitting down slowly where the grass grows thick. Even knowing that I won't wither unless I touch it directly, I still hesitate a little. This poison-resistant clothing is the only boundary protecting the life around me from me. All right, seated? Then... Did he hug us? Aw, he put his head in our lap. Aww. That's so adorable. A sudden weight falls into my lap, and I can feel a warmth through my clothes. Look, you can even do things like this. Deli, I'm a monster that melts everything I touch. I know that we're separated by my clothing, but I feel like even the warmth we share could cause him harm. Such a fear slowly flows into the back of my heart. But what is there to be afraid of? I'm not even afraid. I can't imagine you scare you even a single bit. Even now I'm doing this, I'm fine. Nothing's wrong, so, Right, don't look so sad. Tears don't suit you. After desperately searching for the right words, those are the ones he chooses. Deli's body temperature, his thoughtfulness, feels so warm right now. Well, what? Why are you laughing? I'm being serious here, you know. Usually when we stand side by side, I end up looking down at the top of his head. But like this, I can clearly see Deli's expression that shifts constantly. I was just thinking that I rarely get this close of a look at your face. What? His face suddenly goes bright red. And there's no deeper meaning in this. The sole reason was to, make you feel even slightly at ease. We were the one comforting him in the very beginning. Right, and I feel it fully. Thank you. You don't have to thank me. I just did this on a whim and... Right, and that's why I'm so happy. But be quiet. Going back inside now, alright? Deli! He really did go back inside, but... I gently touched the place on my lap where Deli rested his head only moments ago. It still feels a bit warm. Or perhaps it's my own warmth. Something deep inside my heart feels faintly warm as well. Aww, he's our friend. He loves us. What? I almost feel like... But it's not... One day, while I'm studying medicine in my room... Spacey, are you here? Deli? What's wrong? Ah, I was looking for you. I'm glad you were in the first place I looked. Beyond the open door, I see Deli, who seems to be in a very good mood. Do you need something from me? Yes, a very important something. I want you to come with me immediately. Huh? Practically dragging me there, the place that Deli brings me to is... the dining hall of the mansion. What could he need from me in the dining hall? Nevertheless, I enter... Wow! On the table are many baked goods of cute shapes and sizes piled atop a large tray. The sweet aroma that wafted through the room is beyond enticing. What do you think? Pretty nice, huh? Very nice. Did you make all of this? That's incredible. Deli sticks out his chest as if to say, but of course. But why all of a sudden? You see, I've been thinking for a while now that to you and, well, I suppose Lupin and the others too, I thought I should show some proper thanks. Deli, I really think he sticks to his convictions when it comes to things like this. I really think that he sticks to his convictions when it comes to things like this. Thanks. Now take a seat in that chair there. I'll get you some tea. I stared intently at the snacks before me as I wait for Deli to prepare the tea. It's really made beautifully. I was just about to reach out for one when a thought comes to me. Did you, perhaps... That's correct. I made them earlier with Helsing. I really, really hate to admit it, but it's just too difficult yet on my own. I see. Since the shocking event of Deli eating Van Helsing's snacks and being impressed with how delicious they were, Deli actually took apprenticeship under Van Helsing and was beginning to learn how to cook from him. To be more precise, Helsing, you will be my cooking instructor starting today, got it? It sounded more like a forceful command than a request. Van Helsing frowned at first as if he didn't understand, but in the end he agreed without a single gripe, and now he eagerly teaches Deli. It's very heartwarming to see Deli and Van Helsing beside one another in the kitchen cooking together. Speaking of which, myself and 4 others tried to persuade him to stop, but ultimately no one could break Deli's solid determination. But for now, it seems like Deli is having fun, so we'll just go along with it. That was our conclusion, but I'm going to die. Never did I think that I'd be the first test subject. All right then, the tea is brewed, everything is ready. Feel free to eat as much as you'd like. He says it with such a big smile on his face. Thanks! I have no choice but to respond that way. What in the world should I do? I quietly look around to see if there's anything that could be of help, but it's just the 2 of us in the dining hall. There's no miraculous invention that could let me overcome the trial and tribulation I'm about to face. What's wrong? Are you looking for something? No, it's nothing. Really? Then please go ahead and try one. Then when you're done, I want to hear all about what you think. In what way? If it tastes good or bad, of course. Or if there's something I need to adjust. I'll work hard to make the next one better. And eventually, I'll even surpass the skills of Helsing. Deli makes a tight fist as he talks of his determination. If only Van Helsing's name could be replaced with Impey's. But it's not like fantasizing is going to change anything. I love that. Eat the cookie. Eat the cookie! Eat the cookie! I love this. Deli stands before me with an excited expression. Like, I just fucking love this. Just eat the cookie. Eat the cookie. Eat the cookie. We're gonna eat the cookie. All right. I take a deep breath. I choose and pick up the smallest cookie. Really, it looks so beautiful. But I hear that Van Helsing's cooking is consistently deceptive in its presentation. But that's funny. Van Helsing makes cookies and cakes and treats, and they look beautiful. So it's like, so you should let someone else cook and you should just decorate, because you're really good at this. But no, maybe if Deli was involved, then maybe there was hope. Maybe. Finding a glimmer of hope, I look at the cookie at my fingertips once more. Here goes! How is it? Is there a party in your mouth? Are we gonna die? Are we dying? Did we die, guys? What's wrong? Are you trembling violently? What's the matter? Hey, get a hold of yourself! Did we pass out? What the? We're like, we fainted. How bad is this cooking that we faint? Like, poor Van Helsing. I love it. It's so adorable. Like, no, we're all gonna die if you cook. And yet Deli's like, this is great. Watering, yes. Oh god, that was great. Guys. Oh. 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 A white cloud floats in the clear blue sky like an undyed patch on a textile. A nice breeze blows through on this pleasant sunny day. Oh, Deli's at it today, too. Lured by the sound of water, I peek into the courtyard from the window. All right, Spacey. Next is that flower bed. They start running as Deli rains the water he drew from the well. Drops of water sparkle in the sun's rays, and the courtyard looks even more beautiful than usual. Is it weird that I was like, why doesn't he just use a fucking hose? Because they didn't probably have hose. Spacey. He seems to be having fun. No, Spacey! It's sprouting! Yep, I can see it clearly. It's a beautiful green. I laugh and wave back to Deli. Looks like Deli has gotten the hang of watering the plants, so I can rest easy for now. Looking back, it was a long road to get to this point. That's probably putting it lightly. It all started when he got the idea of repaying us for letting him stay here. We began with cleaning the mansion together, which was a nice start, but Deli's advanced cram everything into closet technique is a slight bit rough. As a result of pushing too hard, he managed to bring about the mansion's first closet explosion. Probably only one. Then he made snacks to show his appreciation. Perhaps it was due to his mentor, but due to the hazardous material nature of the finished product, I ended up out cold on the floor after eating one. That's just fucking funny. What does he put in them that everybody passes out instead of like getting sick? Afterwards, Victor taught him cleaning and Impey became his cooking mentor, but Deli seemed dissatisfied with that and complained. Not being able to return a favor goes against my principles. As a result, Saint Germain smiled and said, then perhaps you can water the courtyard daily. And then Impey added, well, this place is pretty huge. I've got it. I'll make a handy tool. And here we are now. Then, true to his word, Impey made a device that automatically draws water from the well and sprinkles water on its other end. So he made a fucking hose, basically. He can also play with Spacey while out watering the courtyard, so that's two birds with one stone. All right, Spacey, next is over there. Whoever gets there first is the winner. Whoa, be careful not to trip. I know. Deli, he's able to smile so much now. Recalling the dark days when we first met, it makes me happy that he's adapted so well here. Though he'd surely deny it if he heard me say that. Well, I'd better get going. I need to lend a hand to the others as well. But it turned out to be a quick task. I have some time to spare. What to do? With nothing left on my agenda, I decide to return to my room for now. But suddenly... You there! It's faint, but I can hear a voice calling out urgently. It's coming from outside in the direction of the courtyard. Deli? I poke my head out the window facing the courtyard. Oh, thank goodness. Sorry, but couldn't you please lend a hand? It's an emergency. An emergency? All right, I'll be right there. I hear him, but I don't see him. He must be in a blind spot from this window. At any rate, I go down the stairs and put my hand onto the door to the courtyard. Telly, what's the emergency? This is so fucking adorable. It's cold. What happened? Telly is completely drenched, as was Spacey, who was dripping in his arms. You see, Spacey got excited and bumped into the water machine, and then I guess the switch got flipped, and it drew water at maximum strength, so the water gushed out and sprayed all over you. I didn't want it to spray everywhere, so I got even wetter trying to stop it, basically. That's unfortunate. Spacey, on the other hand, seems to be having a great time. Playing, getting attention from Deli. Surely he's one happy pooch. Anyway, we should get you dry first. It would be terrible if you caught a cold. I'll bring something to dry you off with. Both of you, wait right here. Then, seeing me turn my back, Spacey seems to get the idea that it's time to resume playtime. Whoa! Spacey begins to romp around once more. Did he? No! I think Spacey turned it. In the end, it's not just Deli who gets completely drenched. Did Spacey turn it on himself? What a little bastard. Shopping. These are cute. I like these. This is a good way to end this. Up we go! I catch my breath as I lay the grocery bag atop the table. I guess it was a little heavy. My arm is sore even after placing it down. We generally take turns with grocery duty, and today that duty fell to Deli and I. Normally we'd go around shopping together, but due to the greater quantity of groceries today, we decided to split up. Deli is apparently adapted to London, and he's fine walking around by himself now. It's almost a nostalgic feeling thinking back to the days when he practically gets swept away by the surging crowds. He should be back any time now. Coincidentally, I have returned. Deli, welcome back. That was quite a sound. Well, I couldn't help it. Those ingrates only asked for heavy things once they found out that I was going. Was that a coincidence or calculated, I wonder? My load was light in comparison. It must have been tough. Nice work. Wheel like this is nothing in my hands. All things considered, our combined haul is quite huge. Alright, let's separate them. Let's. Let's see, we'll put the food-related things over here. We'll take them to the kitchen at the same time later. I begin to organize them as I empty the bags, so that it'll be easier to tell. Oh, you bought that many potatoes? I suppose Imbe wants to keep a stash handy since they can be stored at room temperature. He'll put them to good use. I can't wait. Other items included salted meats, various fruits and vegetables, wine for cooking, and olives. Putting together the pieces to try and guess what the finished meal will be seems rather fun. What's this big bag? It looks like groceries, but this skull mark seems kind of ominous. It's a skull? Taken by surprise, I look closer. An extreme kick to your taste buds, a special spice blend for those who like it hot. Brace yourself. That sounds rather unsettling for something you're supposed to eat. It does. Did we get the wrong bag? This is probably, most definitely, for Van Helsing. Well, no wonder why we pass out. You should not put that shit in your muffins. Look at that face. I'd eat his muffins even if it killed me. I think it would be the greatest diet, right? You'd be like, I can never eat. Oh, you cooked. This is why I'm so skinny. Because I literally pass out. I take a bite, I pass out, and I forget I'm hungry, and I'm afraid to eat. So now I'm just like wasting away. So terrible. I think it would be for the better of the crew's mouths if I secretly dispose of it and say that we forgot to buy it. Nope. I'll deliver it to him. Alright, next is... Oh, what's this? For how small it is, it sure is heavy. Nails, bolts, tools, and things of that sort. It's Impe's. Well, they all look so similar. Can you really tell them apart? It would be a mess if he mixed them up while building something, resulting in an invention explosion. I'm sure that he of all people can tell them apart. I can't deny that there would be an explosion. What comes out next is... Oh, this one here is a bit light. The smell. It seems to be gunpowder. Naturally, there are big bright letters of caution written on the packaging reading, Danger Flammable. Say, Spacey, I have a sudden urge to punch Lupin and the others. Punch? Why? Think about it. I'm a vampire, so I'm fine. But what about you? Even if you were studying thievery and martial arts, you are a regular girl. How can they make you buy stuff like this? Is that what you're angry about? I figured it was a sign of their trust more than anything, so it didn't bother me. But now that he mentions it, I guess the store clerk was giving me odd looks. Thank you, Deli. Fine, but your consideration really makes me happy. Well, if you say so, I won't argue. Looking closer, this gunpowder is labeled as red color, so it's probably for Lupin and his intimidation fireworks. I'll put them together with the steel wires and makeup tools for disguises that came up previously. I couldn't read that for some reason. Eventually, we get through roughly half of the contents. What's this? Doesn't it look conspicuously out of place? Ellie shows a look of bewilderment at the thing I just took out. It's a tool known as a vise. Vise! A tool used to clamp materials into place while working. It's often used as a torture device, as watching it slowly close as the lever is turned strikes fear into the unlucky recipient's heart. Oh, I see. This is the culprit that made the bag so heavy. It's a late realization, but an obvious one. I turn its lever as Deli still looks baffled. You put it wherever you'd like to fix or flatten in place between these... Whatever you'd like to fix or flatten in place between these clamps, and then you tighten it. Oh, it just gets tighter and tighter. This is a fearsome device. Right? It looks like it generates a lot of force. Force? Does that mean it's a weapon? What? Is someone planning to break someone's hand off with this? No, of course not. I give him a lecture on the practical use of the tool and somehow manage to convince him. I believe this was something requested by Victor for an experiment. Like Victor doesn't already have a vice. And then, moving along. Deli, what's that box? It looks really expensive. I think it came from a shop that sold swords and knives and such. Apparently, it was imported from the Orient. He mentions weapons, so I thought it might have been Van Helsing's at first. But I have a hard time imagining him putting weapons and such into a refined plainwood box such as this. Which narrows it down to Saint Germain. If it's from the Orient, then I suppose it's Saint Germain's. I believe so. First glance, I get the sense that it contains an art piece. But then Saint Germain's smile crosses my mind for a split second. Like he's telling me, you mustn't peek. For some reason, I feel like I should leave this box alone. I gently move it to the rest of Saint Germain's requested items. Finally, the grocery bag is almost empty. All right, this is the last one. Phew, took us long enough. The items along the table highlight the personalities and styles of each of its owners. It's interesting to compare them. This last one... All right, then, let's go to the final... Is that... There's only one thing it can possibly be with that shape. My thoughts exactly. No matter how we looked at it, the last thing that Deli pulls out of the bag is an ornate, shining whip. Whose could this be, I wonder? Oh! Hi! No! Spacey. That's for you. She's like, ah! He's like, oh, that's mine. Why? Because when you assholes piss me off, I'm in charge of this man harem. Deli, you're fine. You're like my minion. You're like, but, when they're misbehaving, you let me know and I whip them. That's how we do things. Who would have use for this? Oh, this is some 50 Shades of Grey shit. But, not as terrible. Why did the queen order a whip? For some reason, I get the impression that it's for someone outside of our crew. Well, we can consult the memo and figure out who it's for, so there's no problem. Why does the queen getting whip? What? I thought I put it in my pocket. Did I drop it somewhere? In that case, there's no way to tell who in the world could have asked for it, nor what it would be used for. Well, clearly it would be used as an instrument of inflicting pain, but, a whip is still a type of weapon. I've never seen anyone use it before. Perhaps it's for researching a new combat style? It's one of the few possibilities that come to mind. No, going toe-to-toe with an opponent who has a sword or a gun would be suicide with a low-powered weapon like this, no matter what. Then what is it for? He's like, I don't think I should be the one to tell you. A weapon that inflicts pain without killing its opponent. Could it be... I like how she's like, did Van Helsing ask so we could beat Impey? Let's put it on the back burner for now. No sense in speculating. All right, understood. Put the whip back into the bag. Its presence in the corner of the room sticks out like a sore thumb until it suddenly disappears a few days later. And we never find out who ordered the whip? That's whoever we're sleeping with is what it was. But like, no. Whose whip was it? Who ordered the... You know what? It was Victor. Because he seems the quiet type and he's the kinky asshole. He's like, I just like to crack whip. What? I like to blow shit up now, and now I want to beat people with a whip. All right, you know what? You guys have corrupted me. I'm quietly reading a book, enjoying this moment of tranquility. Stop treating me like a child. What? But nothing good can ever last. Grrr. Following that growl, I go down and look for Deli and bring him to the living room. There's no one else around, even Spacey. Do you think you can talk about what happened now? There's nothing to talk about. Lupin and Impey are always saying that I'm a child and I'm small and... I see. As I suspected, that's the root of Deli's frustration. I'm sure Lupin and Impey mean something more along the lines of, it's alright to act like a child your age, but I suppose that's having the opposite of its intended effect. As a pure vampire and bearer of the king's blood, Deli tries to act more mature than he actually is. That's probably why he dislikes it even more so when an adult treats him like a child. I think you're trying really hard, so I'm sure it'll be fine in the end. I speak the first words that come to mind, though I'm not sure if they'll even cheer him up. Then, honestly, I'm fully aware of the fact that I'm immature. I'm also aware that I'm a child, and that Lupin and the others are adults. But even so, I don't like how they treat me. As king of the vampires, I must become an adult quickly. Deli squeezes his hand into tight fists. What? Why are you laughing? Because I think it's amazing that you have a goal. From my perspective, I think you're very admirable. Deli looks away, embarrassed. Say, Deli, you want to become an adult, but what kind of an adult do you want to be? What kind? Goes without saying. I want to be just like my father. An immediate answer without a hint of hesitation. Well, I guess there are still things that I lack in order to get there. Then are those things that you want to learn to do? Yes, of course. For example, thoughtfulness and lots of knowledge. Thoughtfulness. Oh, Saint TG. You mean like Saint Germain? Right. In that sense, the Count is a good example. I'm honestly amazed by his extensive knowledge. For a young man such as him, Saint Germain... Yeah, young man, that's funny. Holds a staggering amount of knowledge, and he's quite different from the others. He's certainly someone that could make a fine role model, even for his civility. Then what else? What else? Strength. As a king, I must be powerful. Physically, too, but I require the kind of strength that won't give in to others and allows me to walk with conviction. Van Helsing. I am loath to admit it, but Helsing is close to that. His strength is true, and he is unwavering. It's good to hear. Deli isn't rejecting everything about Van Helsing. He seems to be fully aware of his good traits. Anything more? More. Let's see. I would like to be someone who treats everyone without discrimination. Someone who is endeared. As a king also becomes the last person to believe it. I like to be a king whose presence puts people at ease. Victor? His presence puts everyone at ease. He's not a king last I checked, but if it's relief without discrimination you're looking... Oh, that's me. He's not a king last I checked, but if it's relief without discrimination you're looking for, Victor might be the one. You're right. He's always put to use by those around him, but I can't deny that he also puts those around him to ease. Deli nods repeatedly as if coming to a realization that makes sense to him. Victor's gentle kindness always brings comfort to people. Anything else? Faster than I can speak, Deli interrupts, and, of course, there's still more. He asserts without hesitation. A king is naturally a pioneer. Therefore, he must walk his own path with confidence. And then, he must never give up no matter what hardship might come before him. I think that's what makes a king. Yeah. The pair. A will to chase dreams until the end. A way of life to walk one's path with their head held high. I would probably describe Impey and Lupin quite well. I feel like those two are ever striving onward. It's quite a lot of things then. Of course. In order to be fit as a fine king, I must become an adult who holds many qualities. Someday, I will become a grand adult just like my father. Like my father was kind, strong, and brave. You really love and respect him. Of course. I watch him beam with pride as he laughs innocently. In a sense, he really is like a pure child. But if, for example, Deli becomes the adult he strikes to be... Oh my god! Future Deli! I was just wondering when it went to the CG, I'm like, oh my god, are we gonna get like a future Deli? Are we gonna like see what he looks like in the future? Thoughtful, knowledgeable, strong of mind and body. Without giving into adversity, becoming someone who everyone relies on. And walks his path with head held high. A future Deli who becomes a king of that caliber. He'll give a completely different impression, and he still looks like a kid there. That looks like teenage Deli. The name Deli would never suit him again. He'll probably be quite handsome. Oh my god, look how fucking beautiful he is. Jesus Christ. That was, wow. I can't look at Deli and say, wait, God, now. Well, what? What's on your mind? I blink my eyes and notice Deli is looking at me. The future Deli of my imagination fades in the blink of an eye, and the present, cute impression returns in its place. Right, you know, Deli, I think you're fine just the way you are now. What? No way. The way I am now. Did you really imagine the future me? Tell me about it in more detail. Deli begs me to elaborate, but you are so adorable. All I can do is laugh a little. Oh, Spacey is calling. Deli, want to go for a walk together? Grr. You're changing the subject. But I can't resist. If you'd like to, then I shall accompany you. Sure, let's be off then. Whether I imagine it or not, Deli will fulfill that future by his own will. Of that I am certain. I just love that we got future Deli CJs, and why is he adorable? Oh my god. Okay, so that's it. That's it. But I'm assuming that the CGs are in the memory trunk. Yay! Oh, I can't wait to see the full completion images. Okay, hold on. So we've got the adorable... No. Oh, that's because that's... Oh, wait, what? Okay, there we go. Oh! Little sleeping Deli. It's so innocent and adorable. Oh. And then we have Deli being nice and like, I'm gonna lay in your lap. What? How dare you? This one is adorable. I love this. He's like, I don't know what happened. Look at the fucking dog. Look at the dog. He's like, This though, guys. What? Look at that face. Holy shit. They were like, you know what, just to fuck with you. You're like, oh, Deli, oh, he's so adorable. Oh, shit, hi. Wow. So, like, are we going to have, like, a fourth part where it's, like, 10 years later and there's Deli? Like, oh, my God. You saw that, you were like, wow, he's, like, freaking cute. But this is just, look at how beautiful he is. Jesus. There's going to be one where she's like, because she doesn't age like a normal person, so she's going to be like 10 years later, and she's like, I'm in my mid-20s, and he's like barely 20, and it's going to be, it's okay. What's up, bird? What are you looking at? What are you doing? Why are you looking like that? There's nothing up there. Stop. You freak me. He makes this noise, and he looks at the ceiling like he can see something. What? What are you looking at? There is nothing! There's nothing! Stop doing it! He does it and it freaks me out because there's usually like a spider or something and it's like, there's nothing up there! Anyway. We saw that one. I can't wait. What is this? What kind of dog is it? he's like fucking angry at the button. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, these are fucking great. Don't break. Of course, Victor's winning. Victor knows everything. And Babe's like doing some kind of shit. Victor's like, what are you doing? You're not gonna win. Look at Saint Germain. Oh my god. Guys, it's fucking adorable. Oh. Aww. The Twilight guys in the back. I just look at Saint Germain so much. Oh, guys. This is so fucking great. I love these. Just look at Saint Germain. I love our outfit, too. It's fucking cute as shit. But, like, Saint Germain looks fucking adorable. He's got, like, 500 festive lays, and he's just reading a book. Like, whatever. And Impey's, like, fixing his... Victor's like, what are you doing? You're gonna break it! But you can see their colors. Like, he's purple, and he's orange, and he's green. And he's our blue. So now we know that's Saint Germain's color, purple. Saint Germain is the purple one. Because they never because like they all had kind of like a hint of color on them in their mafia uniforms, but Saint Germain I didn't see. You didn't see the purple. Oh my god, I didn't even realize the light bulb coming out of his hat. Oh my god, guys. I didn't even realize that. Oh my god. I literally just saw that. I mean, I guess he kind of wears like a bluish purple. Oh my god, I love it. And Impey's like messing with his hat instead of pushing the button. He's doing some kind of shit. She's like, what are you doing? But do we have to give out festive lays when they get their answers right? So are we to assume he's got 12 or something like that? Yeah, because these assholes have nothing. Like, he's like pissed. I love it. I love it. Oh my god. Guys, that's great. It's still, this one is still my favorite. But see, like, he doesn't have any, like, a hint of purple or anything on him in this thing, which you'd think he would. You know, the rest of them have the hints of their colors. I still love Van Helsing in this one, like, flying off the back of the fucking car, like, looking sexy as shit. God. But we're gonna, like, end it on this. So, okay, guys. That is the end of Code Realize. I can't fucking even right now. I can't. So tomorrow we will have Hakuoki. That is what's happening. Hakuoki is happening. Fucking tomorrow, guys. I can't. I don't know what to do. I'm so excited for that, but I'm also like sad to see this go because we've been here with these boys for so long. We love them so much. We obviously there is a third game, so we will be playing that when it comes out. It's not coming out till next year, you know, so I'm sure we'll be playing Hakuoki until its end. And it might not even come, like, the third game, what are they calling it? Silvertide Miracles or Winter Miracles? Whatever it is. Something like that. Like I said, it's coming out next year. I'm sure we'll finish Hakuoki before that comes out. I doubt it's going to come out. You would think it would come out, like, maybe January, February, because it's about Christmas shit. So you'd think it would come out, but it's coming out next year. And so then it's like, well, God, are we going to have to wait till the end of next year? Like a full over a year? I'm not going to be able to handle that. But when it comes out, we'll play it. But we'll just keep going. So Hakuoki is going to take us, the first one, probably almost 3 months. It's 80 hours worth of gameplay. Even if we do hour-long parts, you know we do a completionist playthrough. And we talk through parts and we look at all the stuff. So it's going to take us longer than that. So I'm anticipating at least 3 months for that. And then we have the second one, which might not be as long. I don't know. Maybe Edo Blossoms isn't as long. From what I understand, though, because they are both kind of the original version of the game, and then they put it into these 2 parts, that if I understand correctly, we'll see what happens, that some of the routes, or maybe all of them, kind of almost are like, that's it? Like, there's a cliffhangery thing because it happens in Edo Blossom. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we're going to enjoy it. There's 12 romanceable dudes. It's going to be fucking ridiculous. You thought this was going to be goddamn difficult with having our 5 beautiful men, and now we got to deal with 12. Oh my god. That... Anyway. You'll see that tomorrow, because that's what we'll be doing. I'm obviously not going to record it. Probably for a little while. I need to let this settle. And I'm ahead, so I'm going to record some of the other stuff that we have going on. Nameless, Bad Apple Wars, and then... You know, and then come back and do Hakuoki because, yeah. But anyway, I had fun with this. I love this game. I love these people. I don't have anything else to say. I love this. This took the place of Amnesia Memories in my heart, and nothing will replace it now. Like, these boys were so much even Van Helsing, even Saint Germain, he got stabby, and I don't even care. I forgive him. I will never forgive Toma and Amnesia Memories. I'm sorry. Never, 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 never. But I loved all of our boys, you know. I'm gonna miss them. But we'll always have next year when the 3rd one comes out. And I don't know. But anyway, so yeah. I will see you guys in other videos, and I will see you tomorrow in Hakuoki. So yeah, remember to give the video a big thumbs up, as big as you possibly can for the amount of love for these boys, and give, yeah, oh my god, I can't even do my end thing anymore, because I'm just so sad, guys. Anyway, right, video, big thumbs up, subscribe to see more.